Hello and welcome to the channel, guys. This is Shubhajit here. Today we are going to study one of the topic which is actually a part of graph theory, but it is also studied in tree data structure. Okay. So the question here is how many trees can be constructed by n labeled and n unlabeled nodes. Okay. So it has been asked that if we have been provided let's say 3 labeled nodes or 3 unlabeled nodes, so using those 3 nodes how many different trees can be constructed. So it boils down to the question of permutation and combination in a sense. So generally what happens is two well-known formulas are there or expressions are there. We actually put the value of n in that expression and we get the value. Okay, but before we memorize anything or solve anything, it is important that we know what is the use or how it actually came. So once we actually know the whole process, then we won't have to memorize that formula again. Just by seeing the question you can easily solve it by yourself without memorizing anything. So just start it. Okay, we'll first start with unlabeled nodes, then we'll move on to labeled nodes. Okay, let us take 3 unlabeled nodes. So this can be the scenario. Let's say we have 3 unlabeled nodes. So how can we arrange? First of all, one of the arrangement will be this, isn't it? 3 nodes can be arranged in this way. It becomes a tree. So this is tree number 1. Another tree that we can have is this one. This is tree number 2. Another tree that we can have is this. Oh, sorry. We have already covered the left side, okay? In case of skewed tree. So this will be another combination. This will be the 4th combination. We are left with all the different formats of skewed tree that can be drawn. One that is left is the complete one. This is the 5th tree. So these are the only 5 combinations that are possible. Okay. So how many unlabeled, using 3 unlabeled nodes, how many trees can be constructed? The answer is 5. Okay. Now if we talk about, labeled nodes, okay. So how many labeled nodes can be found? Just let us think one example. Let's say, the labelings are as A, B and C. If the labelings are A, B and C, just think in this way that if we just pick up this tree, okay, this unlabeled tree, and if we put labels here, then this tree itself can be labeled, it can be drawn into many different trees. Just for example, if in this tree only, if we draw in this way A, B, C. So in case of unlabeled nodes, this was the only tree. This was the only tree. But in case of labeled nodes, is this the only tree? No. B can come in this place, C can come. So in this way, different permutations are possible. How many permutations are possible? If we just consider only this tree construction with these 3 labels, 3 factorial combinations are possible. Similarly, for this tree, 3 factorial combination. For this tree, 3 factorial combination. For this tree, 3 factorial. For this tree, 3 factorial. Is it clear? So now if we are told that total X number of different trees are possible with, n unlabeled nodes, then how many combinations of, or how many different, labeled trees are possible with n labeled nodes? It will be X into n factorial, isn't it? Because this n factorial, which here is 3 factorial, is being applied in all the cases. So it will be, this is the number of, or X is the number in case of unlabeled nodes. That into n factorial will become the, number of trees in case of labeled nodes. Is it clear or not? X into n factorial. Okay. Now we will try to derive the thing slowly. Okay. So uh, okay, now let me tell you the formula first. So in case of unlabeled trees, the formula is actually 2n factorial by n factorial n plus 1 factorial. This is the formula in case of unlabeled nodes. What will be the formula in case of labeled nodes? Simple. This, in case of labeled nodes, this will be the thing first. 2n factorial, n factorial, n plus 1 factorial into n factorial, isn't it? Because whatever is the number of trees possible with unlabeled nodes, that multiplied by n factorial becomes the case for labeled nodes. Now pictorially we have understood why n factorial is multiplied here in case of labeled nodes. We understood it, right? Because as many number of combinations are possible with the unlabeled nodes, on each and every combination we can have again permutation among those nodes when it becomes labeled. So that's why n factorial. Is it clear? Now we will see the derivation actually. So the formula becomes, in case of labeled nodes it becomes 2n factorial by n plus 1 factorial. And in case of unlabeled nodes it 2n factorial by n factorial into n plus 1 factorial. Okay? Okay, so now let us try to derive the formula. Okay. So now if we consider n nodes, with n nodes, let us discuss how many unique possible edges can be drawn. It is 2n. If 2n edges which are unique identification, okay? What do you mean by unique identification? If I consider, let's say, this edge, so how many edges can be drawn? If you are talking about a tree, obviously, then 2 edges can be drawn here. If we consider more 2 nodes here, then more 2 edges can be drawn. So you can see that 2 edges can be associated with each node. Okay, so in that way we can have total of 2n possibilities or unique identification of edges. Okay, and in general, means this we are talking about only the possibility. Okay, but how many maximum edges are possible in a tree with n nodes? In a tree with n nodes, there are n minus 1 edges possible, isn't it? So now based on this fact, we are trying to derive the whole thing. Okay, so when the first edge will be drawn in case of labeled, let's say A and B is this way. So when the first edge will be drawn, so how many possibilities are there for the first or for the first edge E1? It is 2n. There are 2n possibilities. Okay, in this way, when the second edge will be drawn, how many possibilities are there? The second edge has all the possibilities available except this edge, because this has been drawn. So how many are available to it? 2n minus 1. When the third one will be drawn in that way, 2n minus 2. In this way, how much will we continue? Will we continue till 1? No. Why no? Obviously because, as we have just now seen, that maximum n minus 1 edges are possible. This was for the first edge, this was for the second edge. In this way we can maximum continue till n minus 1 edges. So how many it will be? 2n minus n minus 1. So this is the answer for labeled nodes. If we convert this, we will actually get the formula. If we convert this, we will get n plus 1 factorial. If you just cancel it, you are going to get this formula. So we got this answer, or we are able to prove this for labeled nodes. Now for unlabeled nodes, what will be the formula? Obviously, we have got this answer for labeled nodes, means this much total permutations are possible with n nodes. Okay, in case of labeled. But in case of unlabeled, so now this is actually the formula for labeled nodes. Okay, for unlabeled nodes, for labeled nodes, this actually indicates that this many overall permutations are possible. Okay, or overall number of this much number of trees are possible. This is actually the number of trees which we get by permutation. Okay, now if we divide n factorial in this one, we are going to get the combination, because on each unique tree we have n factorial such permutations included here. Okay, as we have explained earlier, you can back the video a bit and you can check it. So we will simply divide it by n factorial. Why divide it by n factorial? Because in each tree we have n factorial permutations included, but for unlabeled nodes we don't need those permutations. We simply want that unique tree. So dividing it by n factorial will give us the unique tree. So in this way we are able to prove it for labeled trees as well and for unlabeled trees as well, just by using the theory. Okay. So this is the overall explanation. If you have any doubt, you can again rewatch the video, or you can post your doubt in the comment section. Okay. In the next video, I am going to discuss some previous year GATE questions on this concept. Thank you.